Hey, it's Tuesday at 2. I'm going to be gentle again because this is still not the easiest platform for me yet. Um, Christy commented, "Hi, Christy, I see your comment. It's good to see you." My name is Megan, and I'm a holistic integrative nutrition health coach and a certified personal trainer. And I love to help people clean up their eating and heal their life, lower stress, and to come into more and more alignment with their worth and purpose. And today we're going to talk about healing powerfully and completely, not only like mental patterns and emotional balance and digestive tracts, but also bones and surgeries. And Christy, it did work. The comments worked for you, and which is good because sometimes on the other platforms comments are tricky. So this is Tuesday at 2. I did Tuesdays at 2 every single Tuesday for I think 8 or 9 months, and I paused and now I'm back, and I'm going to do them every Tuesday here on YouTube, weekly 2 p.m. East Coast time. um, I think that there's one week I saw it might need to be 1 p.m. East Coast time, but of course I will announce that across the other platforms, and this will always live on my YouTube thread or whatever you call it feed. So if and when you miss these, you can always catch the replay. So today we're going to talk about healing, but I like to start all of my lives with just breathing a few breaths to ground me, to ground you. Um, Hurricane, what's her name? Idalia is hours away, supposedly hitting more north than here. But if you hear banging or generators or whatever, I think people are getting ready. So let's breathe. We're going to breathe 3 breaths to our solar plexus. Let me adjust my screen. So 3 breaths to our solar plexus, which is beneath your chest and above your belly button. And we're just going to try to ground into our feelings and anchor our thoughts in our mind, right? Pull out of the head, ground into the ground. Our feelings matter most. So just 3 breaths, white light, just white, bright light into your solar plexus. Inhale. Exhale into your solar plexus. Soften your shoulders, ground into your heels, ground your feelings. Second breath into your solar plexus directly. Inhale. Exhale. Ground your feelings, ground yourself, you, your soul, spirit, you, into your feet. Last one. Inhale to your solar plexus, bright white light. Exhale and ground your feelings, ground to the floor. Anchor your mind. Your feelings matter most. Good. Good. That helps me. Hope that helped you. So this topic is fresh and up for us to talk together about because I'm currently in the middle of healing after suddenly breaking my wrist and having surgery 6 hours later. You can kind of see what's going on. I wear this brace now. It's hard, like a cast. I had a cast for 2 weeks, and then I've had this for 2 weeks. I take it off in the house, and I wear it exercising. I wear it everywhere outside because I'm going to protect this sucker, right? So this is up for this. And in these lives and in my videos and in my content in general, right, we talk about how it's all connected. What we eat, our mental clarity or mental fog, brain fog, right? Emotional balance or imbalance, stress levels, our relationships, our relationship with food, whether we exercise or not, our time spent connecting internally or not, right? Literally every single aspect in our lives is directly connected, and healing broken bones and surgery, it's no different. It's all connected to every single thing. And for a very different life, I very much believe in the mental and emotional and energetic causes to physical ailments, whether it's a broken bone or thyroid or digestive issues or cholesterol or hypoglycemia or whatever, right? I don't think that it's only physical level. I believe it's mental, emotional, and energetic levels as well, areas that we're working. Becky May, hi. Yay, my people are here. So a lot of people, and I used to, because I have had to be very, very open and honest as far as bones go and surgery. I've only broken one, but I have had 6 surgeries in my adult life on bones, both feet, 3 times on my right knee, and then this wrist. And then I've had other surgeries as well. People are like, "Oh, Megan, you don't get sick." I don't get sick. And yet, right, there's a lot for me to work on and work through and to heal. And a lot of people, and I used to, when they have surgery or are healing any type, even if it's not surgery, even if you have something torn or you have something broken and you don't have surgery, like a lot of people don't have to have wrist surgery. They break their wrist and go into a cast and it heals, right? But a lot of us shift into this mode of like, well, that's that. Now I'm couch bound, and I won't do anything, and I can't do a thing. And I deserve to eat all the ice cream and the jellos and bags and bags and bags of chips and binge for weeks until I heal. Right? A lot of people just give up. Um, and okay, on one side, yes, rest. Rest, 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 right? Be gentle, be kind, and caring of every aspect of you, because when you go through surgery, whether it's planned, like my total knee, like I knew when that was happening, or unplanned, like this beautiful purple, it's not that badly bruised anymore. This is basically yesterday was 1 month since I broke it and had surgery at the same time, right? So yes, please care, please be gentle, please be kind. And if like me, like on the second day out of surgery, so I had surgery on a Friday, Saturday I was pretty much, you know, napping. Sunday, that third day, I just felt nauseous for the entire day for 24 hours straight with no pain meds. I can tell you why I don't take pain meds, but and it's not a belief, it's a physical thing. But then be even more gentle, right? Sleep, sleep. On the other side, with surgery, with broken bones, with any kind of injury, again, if you've, you know, torn a rotator cuff or you've torn an ankle, like I rolled my ankle once mid, like full out run. I rolled it all the way under and I got an epic bone bruise. This was probably like 10, 12 years ago, right? Nothing broke, but that was the thing. On the other side, when you have anything like this, your body needs you. Your body needs you who inhabit your rented vessel more than ever. Your body needs you more than ever. Our bodies and our muscles and our soft tissues and everything in there is incredible. It's so, 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 so incredible. And we can either fully support our healing through what we do, food wise, action wise, mentally, emotionally, or actually, and usually very unintentionally, we can actually thwart our healing or slow it down or lessen the complete healing, right? If you're going to heal completely or, it healed to 90% or whatever, we can influence this. We can influence this. We can't control all of it. I mean, I'm not medical, so I can't speak to medical terms on this, but we can influence the beautiful level of healing that we enter into, right? The first way that we can thwart and limit, there's a million ways that we can thwart and limit and lessen the completeness of our healing. But like the first way is by eating megatons of inflammatory snacks and foods, right? The extra inflammatory chemicals or sugars or hidden sugars or, whatever's in the foods, the inflammatory ingredients will cause extra inflammation in your body. And if I have extra, because this wrist, it's not terrible, like you can see, it's not terribly inflamed compared to my other wrist. It is, right? So I can help the inflammation. Yes, I ice. I do ice. Some people say, nah, I haven't really been icing. Ice, do it. Your doctors say ice, and they're right. Ice your shoulder, ice your back, ice your ankle, ice your wrist, right? I do use ice. And I also make sure that I'm eating, and I'm going to tell you like more of what I've been doing like the past few weeks. But because you eat clean, real, whole foods that Mother Nature made, whether it's, you know, broccoli or a sweet potato or what you're eating. Those go in and do their jobs with healing on a daily basis, but they also go in and do their jobs to help remove inflammation from your system and flush out the toxins in your body that came in from the shock of falling, and reduce the inflammation and toxins and chemicals in your body from the hospital IVs. And if you can take pain meds, I can't take pain meds. I can't keep them down. I can't keep food down. I can't keep water down, in which case I can't heal because I can't keep food down. I can't keep water down. I have no fuel to heal. So I compartmentalize and I don't use pain meds for those reasons. But pain meds are beneficial if you can take them down and you take the right amount. And they also leave stuff in your body, right? So the beautiful foods that you eat, the real foods, like choosing maybe dry roasted edamame instead of Cheetos or something, are going to help you lessen the inflammation because you're not putting extra inflammatory ingredients in your mouth that you're. Does this make sense? Is this resonating? The less you're already inflamed. So don't feed the fire, I guess is what I'm saying. Feed the healing, feed the lowering of the inflammation. Hopefully this feels good, right? We can also thwart or slow down or lessen the completeness of our healing when we're like, well, my wrist is broken, so no exercise for me, or well, my knee hurts, so no gym for me today. Again, yes, be gentle, right? I used to be not gentle, and I would go into like, I can't exercise and the inflammatory foods and woe is me and lots of booze and whatever. I also have been on the other end of the spectrum where I would start doing things too soon. That also is not beneficial, right? So be gentle, rest, listen to your body. And right on the other side, on the first day, so my surgery was on Friday, right? On Saturday, I took myself outside for 7 minutes. I just took myself outside so I could get some sunshine. And my dog is awesome, so she's not gonna pull me over. She just like came with me outside. And then on that day, the next day, that Sunday where I was nauseous all day long, I even took my little nauseous butt and I took myself outside for like 7 minutes. I just got some sunshine. And then slowly over that first week, I started to walk outside real slow, real gentle, right? Because I was no intention on bailing, no intention on doing something stupid. I had to have somebody help me with my ponytail. I had to have somebody tie my shoes for the first 2 weeks. But it was, yep, makes sense. Good, Becky. Thank you. Hi, Kenna. Hi. Oh, my people are here. So I did that. And then basically 6 days in, I was like, okay, I think I can start walking. So I started walking longer distances, right? And I was still able to work because I was working on the computer. But eventually, I was able to, about 6 or 7 days in, I still had my cast. I wore that big foam. I mean, I'm in my 50s at this point. Oh, Siri's talking. I'm in my 50s at this point, so I actually don't really care at all what people think about what I'm wearing or whatever. So I was wearing normal clothes, but I'd have that big foam protective thing on that they give you now with the when I broke my hand, I couldn't play violin. I started working with you. I know. Becky did similarly to me. I didn't do anything epic or graceful or anything. I wasn't even moving. I caught my toe and I went bam. I went down and my wrist broke. Becky broke her wrist and she couldn't play violin. And so she called me out. She called me up and we started coaching together. That's when she entered health coaching, is when her wrist was broken. So if you broke your wrist or your hand, with my healing wrist and Becky's experience, this is a good time to start health coaching. But I eventually was able to, within a week, be walking straight uphill for like 3.5 miles and really oxygenating my blood, stirring up my mental chemicals. Because if you know me, you know that like one of the reasons I'm not on antidepressants, besides the fact that I eat really beneficially for my body, is that I exercise and I stir up my chemicals, and it is an antidepressant for me. It changes my day. Yesterday, I was talking to Kenna and I was in a space because I just got off a long road trip and I exercise and it's a different day. So I know that it would benefit the oxygen and the blood flow in my hand and to my mental space and to my emotions, my digestive system, right? Because we know that our digestive system gets all wiggity whack when when you fall and break something, or when some trauma happens, doesn't matter what it is, car accident or whatever, digestion kind of stops because everything stops to go to the area, right? Again, I'm not medical, but I know this. And if you have to have hospital drugs or anesthesia or something, I mean, there's other like herbs to take prior if you're planning, like I mean, knee replacement, whatever. This was not planned. So then those drugs also mess with your digestion, right? Movement. Like the fact that I'm couch bound, I can't do anything. I'm not going to do a thing. True, and yet, right? Yes, and rest, take care of yourself, and you don't have to. Your purpose and intention of exercising and eating are simply amazing and makes sense for our body. Thank you. Thank you. And that's why I want to share this, because I just got the cast off 2 weeks ago. I'm still in full healing mode. And so I guess I'm kind of bringing you on my journey. And I've had so many surgeries that I've done these differently. The past two, I've done this way. And now, as of Sunday, so 2 days ago, I have permission to stationary cycle, and I have a very old, yet awesome spin bike in my garage. And so, because I don't have to hold on and I don't have to do anything, I can do that now, right? So I'm doing what I can that is beneficial to all of me and protects my wrist at the same time. Heals my wrist, protects my wrist. So I'm not a ding dong, but I'm also not doing anything, right? I know people who don't start doing things till months after they break something, and I mean, it's okay, but you can do more for yourself. A third way, I just want to share a third way, like that we can unintentionally thwart our healing, slow down our healing, or even lessen the complete healing, is by overdoing. I think one of the hardest things for people is to have that mentality mindset you have now. It is. I wasn't in it, and I'm going to share how I definitely was not in it. This took me the last 2 of 6 bone surgeries. I have functioned this way, and I've healed to the point where PTs, my physical therapists, and my surgeons are like, "Wow, how do you really not have that much swelling?" Or like yesterday, I was in the PT office here in Florida for the first time. I saw a couple people, had a few sessions in Colorado, but I came to my guy who I love. His name is Rick Haupt. If you're in Sarasota, incredible physical therapist. He's like, "This is great." Like, he was very proud of my grip strength, proud of my, I'll do my homeworks later. I'm not going to show you, but proud of like how I could make it through the homeworks, right? I was not always anywhere near this, but I know now that the way I have approached healing, and it will only get better, but I was done with surgery after my knee. Now I'm done with surgery after this wrist, but I know that, like, I know from experience, I know from healing another way and then this way, that this is the way we want to heal, right? So another way that we can kind of slow down our healing and thwart it is by overdoing it on the pain meds or the alcohol or the weed, right? Because yes, weed can be an anti-nausea agent and can help with pain, right? Alcohol dulls everything. And pain meds can be helpful if you can take them, right? I'm not proponent is the wrong word. I'm not proposing any of these are good or bad. I'm just saying, if you do any of these in excess, just because you deserve it, just because you're on the couch and you have a broken wrist and you can't do anything, which is not true. It can mess with your appetite, any of those, right? Varying, too much pain meds, too much alcohol, too much weed. They can mess with your appetite in either direction, right? Which is not going to necessarily balance your internal system, your homeostasis, your attempt at self-regulation, right? It can mess with your digestion, right? Just like, again, the hospital things that they pump into you messes with digestion also, right? So you have to be gentle. There's teas you can drink. There's different things you can do to help yourself make it through. I mean, For example, traditional medicinals blend brand, they've got a Smooth Move, and then Yogi Tea has Get Regular, right? There's like natural ways that you can help yourself through that after the hospital drugs. But like when you are looking to eliminate toxins and stress, thank you, Christy. Thank you, thank you. Um, So you are living proof that when we give the body and mind and spirit what is best, you heal the fastest, most natural way. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying don't do pain meds. Don't treat yourself to a brownie because you want chocolate and you just broke your wrist. Eat the brownie. And if you can digest the pain meds, take the minimal amount that will take the edge off your pain so that you're not in pain and not healing that way either. Um, and there's another way to do it, right? There's another way to do it, and it's the most natural way possible, right? Because when you lean too heavily into the pain meds, too heavily into the alcohol, too heavily into the weed, it can mess with your appetite, it can mess with your digestion. Your body is trying to process, again, the shock of falling or the shock of the tear or the shock of the surgery, even if it was planned, like my feet and my knees, right? And the hospital drugs and the anesthesia and right, you're trying to like eliminate things. So if you're getting more sugar from the alcohol or you're ingesting more sugar or inflammatory ingredients, right, I hope this makes sense. It's just you're going to kind of mess with your sleep, you're going to mess with your digestion, you're going to mess with your appetite, you're going to kind of ixnay on the exercise when you might have gone outside even for 7 minutes, right? It's really important to not steal you from you, right? Because if you want to numb out every once in a while, I know people do. Again, it's not for me to say. I used to, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I used to a lot. My tolerance for alcohol, even though I'm 5 feet tall and quite small, my tolerance for alcohol is huge. Just how it is, right? And I used to drink well with others and mask everything I could, and I would not take pain meds so that I could drink. But I know people who drink on pain meds. You want to talk about messing with your digestion and your appetite and your sleep and your desire to move and exercise and have alone time for you, you know, it doesn't benefit anybody, especially you, right? The precious internal time that you can have for yourself when you're healing, whether you're meditating, whether you're writing your way through feelings and thoughts, because again, there are mental and emotional and energetic reasons behind physical issues and struggles. I really believe that. Yes, it has shown up in the physical. I broke my friggin' wrist and I had surgery, and I wear this brace thing, and so it is, right? But there's stuff behind that. It's not just the broken wrist, it's not just the gut issues or the hypoglycemia or whatever, right? So writing, like if you give yourself that space and that food and that water and the sunshine and the exercise, and you can meditate and you can write your way through feelings and thoughts and maybe see what comes up around it, right? Or true, pure, like napping sleep, like real sleep without any substance in your body. Because we all know we've all gone to sleep having drank too much, and we've all woken up having drank too much. All of us, not all of us, most of us, right? That, I mean, passing out sleep is not sleep, not deep sleep, not restorative healing sleep, right? Um, Even catching up on like emails and texts that you'd ignored when you were in your normal hamster wheel until you like fell and broke your wheel. Like there's so many things that can come from approaching yourself from a different, loving, caring manner than just I can't do anything. I'm couch bound and I'm just going to eat crap and numb out, right? That's what I'm trying to say. I've done that way and I've done this way. And this way, I heal way better. I heal way faster. I also heal way better and way faster, right? Mentally, emotionally. And every stage, like, don't get me wrong here. Don't get me wrong. Every stage of life, when I have been in a position of having to heal, right? Whether it's bones or soft tissue or whatever, I was doing the best I could with what I have, with where I was. I really was, right? And I thought I was doing well or the right thing, right? You're never intending to do the wrong I mean, I guess the majority of the time, you're never intending to do the wrong thing for you or your healing, right? Um, I ate garbage snacks. I drank too much, and mentally and emotionally, I was in doom and gloom. If I was running what I would have run 20 years ago, mentally and emotionally about this, all of the what ifs, all of the scenarios, all of the holy shit, why me, right? Those thoughts and emotions on loop, on what do you call it? On a loop, I guess, going on in my mind, your mind, our minds, those cause the flight or fight. Those cause us to like up our cortisol level, which is the flight or fight hormone, which causes inflammation. I'm not looking for more inflammation. I'm trying to reduce inflammation. I'm icing, I'm eating some type of way, I'm doing whatever, right? If I entertained all of the thoughts and feelings and Armageddon things that I used to would have entertained, I know that's not a sentence, I would be swimming upstream like I used to when I used to heal poorly, because I'd be even internally, hormonally causing inflammation in the area I'm trying to heal while I'm trying to heal. Does this make sense? Because, like, anytime you have an accident or you have surgery or you're trying to heal some part of you, there's going to be some of those. And it's not to deny them. Cry, write it out, feel your feelings. Your feelings are right. But then how would I rather feel? And I'm going to share you my mantra, but like, I would rather feel like I'm doing everything I can with my current knowledge to heal. Totally makes sense. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing everything I can with my current knowledge to heal. And so what would I rather feel? I would rather feel like I am on track for healing. I am healing forward. I am healing powerfully. I am healing completely. Right? That's what I would rather feel, because there's nothing I can do about the doom and gloom that I used to run. A lot of people run, most people run when they're in this situation, like the Armageddon situations and the what ifs and all that crap that feels awful and that wakes you up at 3 a.m. with the panic, right? That doesn't actually, that doesn't do anything, because that's not here, and it actually makes it worse. It makes it worse. Did you see my fingers move? So now the past couple surgeries, I have not gone to worst say case scenarios. I am this time, and with my knee was, well, 5 years ago, because I had my 5-year checkup while I was out there, and he saw my hand in a cast and he's like, what? Because I was in his office for my knee checkup, which I got good grades. But I now, when I'm healing from surgery, I eat beautiful, clean, real, whole foods the vast majority of every single day, which are the materials and the building blocks for my bones and my soft tissue to come fully, not just fully back to function, but fully back to play the violin, right? I need nano motions, super fast motions. I need agility. I need lightness. I need, to be able to make things big and bold, right? I'm eating the building blocks that will help me build bones, that will help me support soft tissue and come back to full, powerful, complete healing. Yes, there are supplements. That could be another one we could talk about, right? Bamboo silica, for example, helps build bones. But if you're taking bamboo silica and drinking a bottle of wine and eating garbage snacks, why take the supplements? We could talk about that. And I did bring a cream to show you guys that I'm using. I had all the doom and gloom before now. I know. And Becky's doom and gloom, because she took herself into health coaching when she broke her hand, which again is a good time to start health coaching. She's shifting, because they're patterns, and they're patterns that show up not only after surgeries, but they're also, with the hurricane coming here and whatever, right? We can shift patterns and habits that apply to all areas of our life. So I eat the beautiful foods. I'm drinking water. I always drink water, but right now I need more water because I'm healing, right? I'm not going to overhydrate, but I'm going to drink more water. I'm also drinking nettle tea, Nettle, that herb plant. Traditional medicinals, again, they have a nettle tea. It's good for joints. It's good for joint healing. I'm also drinking, so there's a brand called Organic India. And Tulsi is holy basil, very, very healing, very delicious. But I'm drinking holy basil turmeric tea, one a day, one nettle a day, one holy basil turmeric, because it's also good for joints. And I'm drinking those with great gratitude and also as medicine, because food is not like medicine. Food is medicine. And these teas and these ingredients, I just say, thank you so much for my healing. And I drink these teas and they're supportive, right? They're supportive, supportive, supportive. So water and those teas, I'm exercising as much as I can to benefit and protect my wrist, right? I'm not going to do something stupid. I would have done something stupid in the past. And prior to that, I would have done nothing for months and ended up with like atrophied muscles and things, right? I'm meditating. I actually started this new meditation, the Silva method, because I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what it's like. But I've meditated for 5 years. Why am I going to stop now, right? I'm just going to, I meditated for more than 5 years, but every single day for the past 5 years, I've meditated. So on we go. And I'm doing joyful work all day long, supporting clients. So I'm in a space where I feel good because I get to support people, right? As well as supporting me. And I'm running a mantra. I told you I had a mantra. I've shared this before, like in emails and things, but my mantra is, it is my intention, and I ask the universe to support my intention to heal powerfully and completely. It is my intention, and I ask the universe to support my intention to heal powerfully and completely. And if people say, how are you doing? How's your wrist? I'm like, it is my intention to heal powerfully and completely. And my PT says I'm doing a good job. And it's a little sore and it's a little fat and it's healing, right? It's going well. So if you're listening to this and you're healing, step one, or you have a surgery coming. Like again, with my knee, I knew that I had that coming. So step one would be, while you're all systems go, like if you're in a good space, start learning what foods really benefit your body. Start learning now when everything is good, when everything is hunky-dory and you're in your hamster wheel, but you know that you have your health. Because what is that cliche? Like, you don't miss your health until you don't have it or until you're sick, right? So right now, while all systems are go, starting to learn, beautiful mantra, I'm healing with your support. Yes. And Kenna is working through lots of different things. So many of my clients are working through things, whether it's, back things or neck things or wrist things or migraines, or it's fascinating what people are working through and how much eating beautiful things, learning what your body can do, right? Practicing a new relationship with food, with exercise, with yourself, so that if and when anything happens, or if you struggle with, gut issues, back issues, neck issues, migraine issues, right? Then if anything happens where you're suddenly healing bones and surgery or something, then you can double down on the things you just do, right? That are beneficial. And you can surprise your doctors and your physical therapists with how, if you usually would get a cold when you feel this type of way, you don't have to get a cold. You just turn towards yourself, really turn towards yourself and do what you know to do, or do know what you're learning to do, so that everything is taken care of just like you would take care of your beloved pet, your daughter, your son, your husband, your wife. It doesn't matter, right? You turn towards you instead of checking out or resigning, or I deserve like 15 bags of chips and ice cream and just to lay my ass on the couch and do nothing and, smoke as much weed as possible and drink bottles of wine. There's nothing wrong with that, but you're not going to heal very well or quickly or completely. You're also going to feel pretty terrible, right? Because there's just toxins running through your body, toxins. And so mentally you're going to feel foggy and like, ugh, and your bones are going to ache, and this is going to be more inflamed, and your emotions are going to be. So it's really, it's all choices. And the more aware I become, the more better, which I also know is not a thing, my choices, right? The better my choices. So, comment, unfortunately, I think on YouTube, just like Instagram, these comments that are on the side of my screen, they disappear. Like on Facebook, they stay. So comment. If you're watching this in the replay, type replay. If you're watching this now and you have comments, just comment. Just go ahead and comment at any point if this resonated with you, or if any of it hit home for you or someone who you love who's healing. Message me or leave a comment, because we can absolutely talk. And the healing process you find yourself in, or you can I mean, telling someone else to heal, they have to be open to it. So if they're open to it and they take your suggestions, then that's beautiful, right? If they're not open to it, that's theirs and that's okay. So just note to yourself for the next time you heal, right? But you can find yourself healing so much smoother and so much more completely than you ever imagined. And I can promise because I because I am and I have. So let me know if this resonated. I'm going to practice making my hands straight. Kind of, right? You can see it's lopsided. Let me know if this resonated. Let me know how I can help you heal. Let me know if you're like Becky. She broke her wrist. She couldn't play violin. She started health coaching and she's still my client. And her wrist is awesome and her violin playing is beautiful. So let me know how this feels. And I will see you next Tuesday at 2. What day is that? It's the day after Labor Day. I think that's the 5th of September. My days might be wrong, but it's the day after Labor Day. So I'll see you soon. And I love you very much. And I'm going to do a little heart. I could do it.